Well, good morning, everybody. I guess good morning. It depends on where you're watching this from, I reckon. I'm going to attempt to build a surf cart carrier on the back of this Jeep. It's going to be electric. I've looked all over YouTube and several places. I have not seen one like I want. This one's going to be pretty simple. Let me show you this. Started out, done drilled 4 holes here. I'm gonna cut this out, and I'm gonna shorten this. This is one of the new style receiver for a F series truck, F250, F350 series truck. I'm gonna cut this off. I'm gonna shorten it up. I don't need that much length. This will be welded to the spare tire carrier, and the reason I'm doing that, most of them are set for the receiver mount here. Well, if you do that and you open the tailgate, it won't come out but about this far, and you got to unload everything on the carrier to get inside the Jeep. But when we all go for a family day on the beach, that's a problem. So I'm going to mount this thing to the spare tire carrier and have it come around. I'll have this electric winch. This is just a Harbor Freight trailer jack, electric trailer jack. I did put an extra axle on my cart, and it makes it a lot heavier to pick up. Kind of awkward to get around for the handle if you don't take it off and turn it around. But anyway, I'm gonna make an electric lift for the surf cart to mount on Jeep, and you can probably do this on any vehicle, but I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do it on the Jeep. I tend to overbuild things. This is 3-inch channel. This will be cut in half. This will slip down inside of there. This bracket will be cut out. I don't know if it show up on the GoPro or not, but I gotta cut some holes, drill some holes, and cut this out. It'll be welded to the top of this, and this will bolt to the top of it. So if you ever burn this thing out or something happens to it, you need to get another one, whatever reason, you just unbolt it here and pull it out, go buy another one, put it back in, bolt it down, you're ready to go. But these things were kind of cheap, $100 roughly. But I picked this scrap steel up. Thank you, airplane. I picked these drop pieces up at a Welder Supply in Little River, and they were pretty cheap compared to ordering this online and getting a length, and you have to pay a cut price and all this. Had been well over $100. I got these 3 pieces for almost $50, and I had this piece. This is just a scrap piece, a 1/4 inch flat plate. But I'll show you what we're going to do. Might be a multi-step video. It might be several parts. I don't know. It might just be one. I might condense it down and just do one. But we're going to get after it. Alright, we're going to cut this out. Just use a little 1/16 wide Ziz wheel, cut off wheel, whatever you want to call it. Harbor Freight again.
Because I see a big ant, like black ant.
A big black ant?
Yeah. Oh, where's her phone?
Sitting right there. Well, I saved y'all the boredom of getting this clamped up by myself. This was aggravating. But nonetheless, I was going to cut this off only in half and just leave 6 inches out. But I think it's going to be better if I cut another hole back here and stick this thing in another ½ inch and just use the whole 12-inch piece, weld it in, that I can come out, down, and over to catch the winch. I think it's going to be a lot simpler. But let's see if I can show you the other side. The other side. Had done bolted from the tailgate so I could swing it out. Yeah, I think you can see some of that. Right here, I think I'm going to notch this out. And right here, and slide this thing on through to even with this. And weld around here, there, and on the inside. And this sucker, it's going to be strong. It'll be there. It'll be stout. Let me get that marked up with a Sharpie and get it cut out, and I'll be back to you. There we go. Run it out to the edge here. Make sure it's square this way, and we're going to tack it in. Alright, I took a Sharpie, marked here, around, and on the other side, so I know where to grind this piece and get the scale off of it. That's all you want to do, is just get the scale off of it. So when you weld it, you'll have good penetration and not to a flake that's on this. This is hot roll, I believe. And it has a little bit of a scale. We'll get that done next. It's welded or sanded all the way around. Get some of the scale off of it. it'll work. All we need to do is weld it. This is probably not the smartest thing to do, is weld short pants and flip flops. And we just gonna tack it. Hopefully. Yeah, that's hot on my toes. Alright, that's good. I'm gonna finish tacking this up. Well, this is gonna be hard to do. Keep kids from kicking the breaker. Well, I'm gonna have to get a bigger drop cord. Okay, I got this mark in the center, 6 inches. We'll cut it too. Now I got me a good line all the way around this thing. I'm gonna get the port band because I've cut tubing in the past, and you get so far and you get through it, and it pinches, and it'll jerk that thing out of your hand. So y'all just remember that. Be careful cutting tubing. This is probably not gonna be real easy, but I think it's safer than that cut off. Let's see what that. lot easier. Alright, I'm gonna cut this piece out with a Ziz wheel and see what. I just ain't gonna go all the way through it because I don't want to hit my table. Alright, I got it cut out. Drilled all these holes 1/8 because I don't have anything, a plasma cutter, nothing like that. Drilled these holes out. Alright, get this knocked out and get this hole cleaned up so it'll fit on the lift. And to this point. Now I'm gonna clean it up. Use this little thing, an old Dremel tool. Use about anything just to clean it up. Now we got it cleaned up. Just used a 60 grit flat wheel. On both sides. That thing's hot. We're gonna let it cool and then we're gonna fix these holes a little bit so they'll match up. Well, left a little bit out, but had trouble getting these holes out the sides to match the hitch or the lift. Welder crapped out on me. See that? So I'm gonna have to take it and get it welded, get it finished, but I think I can tack everything up as we go. Yep. Alright, we back on this. We're gonna, well, I made a pattern for this piece here. It's gonna connect here to here. I made a little pattern. We're gonna transfer that to this piece. Alright, got it marked, both sides. We're gonna get it cut out and we'll get it tacked on. Alright, went back to Harbor Freight. Bought this 18-inch, 2-inch diameter, 18-inch long, 5/8 pin. Standard receiver tube that'll go in the bottom of the winch. I bought this thinking it might drill a little bit easier, but this is a bear. It's got too many teeth, or not enough teeth. It needs about twice as many teeth as it's got. I think it's 10. If you had 24, it'd probably bore a lot better. I bought it on Amazon. It wasn't like $15 for a cutter. Got a pilot hole drilled on this side. We're going to attempt to drill it out one more time. Then we should be done with that. Now I'm going to show you the trouble I'm having with this wide staggered tooth hole saw. You need to just go ahead and save yourself some grief. Go to Lowe's or Home Depot. Get you one of the bimetal hole saws that has 24 plus teeth for metal. This, you can't push down hard, but you got to hold the drill tight because it'll grab and jerk your fingernails off. Let's see what happens. Well, I'm gonna save y'all the gore and the boringness of this and me breaking my fingers. I'll come back after I got the hole in it. Another thing, this drill gets so dang hot right here, you can't hardly hold on to it. I got to set it down and let it cool off every 2 or 3 minutes. Alright, I'm about to go through it, so I'll show you what this carnage is about. Is this really grabby right now? And this drill, you put too much pressure on it, it stops. You have to give it a second or two to reset and you keep going. Just keep that in mind. Now I think you get the idea what I'm going after. Down here the cargo carrier will plug into this thing. Beach tires just roll over that thing, hit a button up here, this will raise up. I don't have to pick nothing up, I don't have to do anything strenuous. Now to give you a better idea of what I'm trying to accomplish, I got that piece tacked in there, slides in and out. Now I got to work on the electric lift attachment. And it's going to be a pain in the, well, you know. Uni-bit. Thing hurt you. Let's see if my hose is lined up. Now I got trash in it. There it goes. I think. Yep, lined up. There you go. Seeing it's level now. Hard part, cutting that flipping radius. These are going to be for anti-rattle. I got to drill some holes in this receiver. Get these nuts tacked down. That way, because this thing's going to be cantilevered out, I can tighten up this side, I'll bring it back square, and then snug this one and this one down to hold it tight, and there won't be any rattle at all. I hate rattle, but that's what these are for. I'll show you in a minute. These uni bits, they sure are handy for doing stuff like this. Got all the holes drilled and chamfered, ready to tack them in. This will not rattle. I'm going to shorten these bolts up to where the head's only just above the nut on all four places. I'm going to make me a special wrench, put in the Jeep, keeping the saddlebags. But you can see there will be no rattle, there'll be no noise from back here. Well, we got it tacked up. Now we're going to see if we can take the lift out of it and finish welding it and put it back on, and we'll work on the foot. This is how I hold it on. Couple bungee cords. That ain't going nowhere. Now we're gonna go do a test drive, make sure there ain't no rattle. I don't think it'll rattle any, but we're gonna go do a test drive and see. Alright guys, I think the only thing left to do is wire up the power to the lift. If I remember right, the blue pin on a 7-pin connector is always hot from the battery. So I've got one on the Jeep, so I'm gonna get one and try it and see what happens. Alright people, the only thing we got left is wire up this little lift motor and we'll be done. We're gonna call it good. If you like stuff like this and want to see it more often, I like to build things, just let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss one of these important releases. We'll catch y'all next time.